Today we are going to do the third video of the novella The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. In the last two videos, we saw how the old man was so unlucky that he did not have fish for 84 days and he thinks the 85th day to be a lucky day, and then early morning he sets out for fishing, and then how he reaches the sea in the depths and how he baits, how he is putting the bait with the sardines and all, and how how in the second video we ended up saying that a fish has caught, right? And then in this video we will discuss the remaining part. The remaining part, we see that the old man assumes that it is a marlin, and he is almost sure with his experience that it is a marlin fish which will be so long, longer than the skiff, bigger than the skiff. So the fish is being caught, and now he's pursuing the fish to eat the bait. This fish, it eats the bait and then it goes away. Again it comes, and then the old man is filled with tension whether maybe the fish was hooked before and it knows how to escape and all those things. Then he makes some assumption. Finally the fish is caught, like the fish takes the bait and then it is being caught, but the fish doesn't come up. It is still going into the depths, and then this old man had really struggled, and after some time the fish started moving in the same direction, not going down nor coming up. So he really wishes to see the fish coming up so that he can at least know what is against him, who is against him, what fish is against him. And then the man thinks that whether the fish doesn't know that it is only one person who is against him. Like we say, like the elephant doesn't know how big it is. The same way he thinks this marlin doesn't know its strength. If it jumps or if it strikes with its tail, it can cut off and it can escape. But that fish is not wise enough to think like that. And then he thinks that the fish can make an escape if it wants, but the fish doesn't know that it is only one person who is in the boat, and the person who is there in the boat is an old man. The fish doesn't know that. He really wishes to see the fish. Then he has some expectations, like soon the fish will come up, but 4 hours passed, the fish didn't come. So he thinks that maybe by sunset the fish will come, otherwise by moon it will come, otherwise by sunrise it will come. So the expectation goes on. The fish is just taking him to the fish is going against the current. That is another thing. If the fish is going along with the current, he can understand that the fish is tired, but it is going against the current. Then the strength of fish is being seen in that. Then some 2 porpoises come near. His porpoises are sort of like various species of like turtles. So porpoises come near him, and then he says how he loves porpoises and how he considers porpoises to be brothers, just like the flying fish. Then he tells the story of then he thinks about the time when he baited one male marlin and one female marlin were together, and then how he baited the female marlin, and then it is said that the marlin led the female to feed first. So like that the female marlin was caught, and when it was caught, the male marlin continued to be with that, and then the boy was also there at that time, and continuously again and again he is wishing that the boy was there with him. I wish the boy was with him. He says loudly, I wish the boy was with me. So like what happened is that time the boy was also there. They cut the fish into pieces, and even at that time the marlin fish was staying, that male marlin was staying along. That fidelity, that fidelity is being shown, like how it stays, even though it is a fish, how it stayed till the last, till that female fish was butchered. It remained there, and then when it was butchered, it jumped on high to see where the female fish was, and then it again went into the depth. Then he says that the fish is not at all tired. The fish seems not at all tired, but then he says that fish, I really love you and I respect you. And then he says that fish has got that male quality. The fish is facing things like a male. It caught the bait like a male. It is moving forward in the direction. He is pulling. Actually, a fisherman pulls the fish, but here the fish is pulling the fisherman. And then he says how this fish is so strong, how manly the fish is. Then he says like he loves the fish and he respects the fish, but he says that by sunset I will kill you. By sunset I will make sure you are killed. Then at that time a small warbler bird comes and sits there, and then he's taking a rest. Then he's having terrible back pain. Then he's looking at the warbler and talking to the warbler bird. He wonders how this warbler bird survives in this tough sea. You know, these small birds, these birds have to have to find some fish, and it has to come and pick it up and eat and all those things. So the sea is like so terrible for this, like sea is so tough for this tiny birds. And then he's wondering about this warbler bird, and then he says he wish he could keep the sail, and then he could give shelter to this warbler. But then he says to the warbler that he got a friend. The friend that he says is this marlin, the marlin whom he have not seen yet. So we will do till here. The remaining we will do in the next video. Thank you.